Certainly will be for Dimitrov. Del Potro still has unfinished business this year, of course, with London awaiting next week. Dimitrov won the toss, elected to serve at the top of your picture, and it's game on in Paris. What a way to open up for Grigor Dimitrov with an ace.
15 love. Genza. 15 on.
Dimitrov exited the Basel tournament at the quarter-final stage to Roger Federer, who went on to be beaten in the final of his hometown tournament by Del Potro. Aside from that defeat to Federer, he's a
15,
form player at the moment. Dimitrov, perhaps not quite had the string of success that Del Potro has had in the last couple of months, but winning in Stockholm was a tremendous effort by Dimitrov. Saw off some lower ranked opposition in the first few rounds, and then overcame Benoit Paire in the semi-finals in 3 before coming from a set behind to beat Ferrer in that final. He will have been disappointed to have gone out in the first round of the US Open to João Sousa,
40-13,
albeit in 5 sets, but he's had some decent tournament results this year, Dimitrov. And he's won the opening game here. Began the year with a final in Brisbane. He's hoping to end it by going deep into the Masters here in Paris. Del Potro stands in his way. All 6'6" of him. 1m98.
Service. Juan Martín del Potro.
Basel was the 17th title of Del Potro's career.
Ken's 15 down.
Terrific use of the slice from Del Potro.
13 down.
It's a good return for Dimitrov.
40.
Just
40 down.
made a hash of the volley in at the net. So Del Potro wastes little time in holding his serve and settling down into this match. Crowd around this court treated to a couple of doubles matches ahead of this one. It's about 10 to 3 local time in Paris. Went for the big one down the line. Just had the radar a little off there. Del Potro fired it into the tram lines. Lovely slice on that from Dimitrov.
40.
And wraps up the game with an ace. So both players pretty comfortable on their own serve as they take to the chairs for the first time. Grigor Dimitrov ahead 2 games to 1. It's 14. So results so far today going with seedings, with David Ferrer, the 3rd seed, beating the 15th seed Gilles Simon in straight sets. Stanislav Wawrinka enjoying victory over Nicolas Almagro. On court at the moment over Court Central. It's on serve in the first set between John Isner, the 13th seed, and 2nd seed Novak Djokovic. Isner leading 6-5 in that one, so Djokovic needs to hold his serve to stay in that opening set. Prior to winning in Basel, Del Potro made the final of Shanghai and won in Tokyo, so he's reached the final of his last 3 tournaments that he's played since the US Open. That's a formidable record, and he hopes to continue in Paris, but it'll be tough with the competition. David Ferrer is looking pretty good, the defending champion. And of course, there's a small matter of Djokovic, Nadal. Del Potro's got to get himself past Grigor Dimitrov first if he's to go any further.
Kenza, 15 all.
Brilliant, fabulous pass from Dimitrov after a very nuanced tactical rally. Dimitrov using the slice to bring Del Potro in. Del Potro looked as though he'd got enough control on the volleys to get on top, but then Dimitrov cross-court pass to win the point and get to 15-30. Fairly low-key atmosphere around court 1 at the moment. Tremendous rally. Dimitrov, a wonderful stylist, particularly with that single-handed backhand. Potro, though, with the nous and a bit more power in that one. Emerges on top. It was up there. Dimitrov was always going to smash it. And that wasn't coming back at 153 kph on that overhead.
Dimitrov.
Here's the first break point of the match, and it's for the 22-year-old. And Dimitrov takes it, so he has the early break in this first set. Fourth seed hasn't really settled down yet. You can tell that he's not entirely comfortable out there. Great start for Dimitrov. 3 out of the opening 4 games. Dimitrov in the 3rd round after a 2nd round win over Fabio Fognini in 3 sets yesterday. Beat Mikhail Lodra in the 1st round. That wouldn't have been popular around these parts.
30 love.
Delpo really attacked that forehand. If that had hit anybody, it would have given them a nasty bruise. Dimitrov started the game with an ace, he finishes the game with an ace, and he takes just 80 seconds to consolidate the break of serve and holds a very commanding 4-1 lead in this opening set.
Okay, hip.
They've got into a tie-break on court central between John Isner and Novak Djokovic. Djokovic did win that, that final game that he needed to send it into the breakup. John Isner is up 6-3 in the tie-break, so he has 3 match set points, in that opening set. Against the world number 2. Dethroned from his world number 1 spot by Rafael Nadal, of course, now. What a return for Rafa. This one, the 4th seed is in a little bit of bother in this opening set. 4-1 down to Dimitrov. Dimitrov has served very well indeed. In fact, in the 3 games that Dimitrov has served, Del Potro has only managed to win 2 points.
Time.
It's not the happiest face you've ever seen, is it, on Del Potro there?
Kenze 0. 15 love.
Oh dear me, took it on the drive and it flew virtually off the frame of the racket. I think the racket even turned in his hand.
Kenz 30-15.
See there, Del Potro double the number of unforced errors. Well, there was very little on the return from Dimitrov, but at least he got it into play, and that's what counts against a server like Del Potro. And the big man couldn't get down for that one, so Dimitrov has another break point here. That serve really kicked up on Dimitrov, didn't it?
match del Potro.
Surely needs to hold serve here to just keep a finger hold really on this set. He's slipping away from him, but it'd be almost gone if he were to be broken again. Remains on the coattails of Grigor Dimitrov.
Dimitrov mène 4-2, 4 games to 2.
Del Potro's second round defeat in the US Open to Leighton Hewitt marks the only time out of the last 5 tournaments he hasn't gone on to reach the semi-final.
15 down.
Still very much in control on his own serve, isn't he, Grigor Dimitrov?
30-0. 13 down.
Del Potro just a token return, really. Dimitrov able to comfortably put away the winner.
Quarante-zero. 14 down.
Once again, wraps up with an ace. And he's firing them down, that's for sure. It's his 5th.
Okay, if you want, when the set is
Dimitrov
finished, if you
leads
want, no
5-2.
problem, you know. You sit here. Con il set, yeah. Yeah, no problem.
And over on Court Central, well, possible surprise brewing because John Isner took the tie-break in that first set against Novak Djokovic, 7-5. So the American is leading that one against Djokovic. And they're just starting the second set as we speak. On Court 1, Del Potro not a happy man at the moment. The world number 5 is facing losing the first set. He has to hold here and then try and find something on the Dimitrov serve. With new balls, Del Potro 2-5, first set.
15. 15 love. Oops. Kenza, 15 all.
You can see the difference between the first serve successes. Well, there's nothing wrong with that one though from Del Potro. His first ace.
15.
Still the unforced error count creeping up from Del Potro. And the alarm bells beginning to ring in this first set. Pivotal point, that's for sure.
Paribas. 40-30. R16.
Dimitrov will at least be required to serve it out.
Dimitrov mène 5 jeux à 3, 5 games to 3.
Here is the Bulgarian then serving for the set. Oh, nice. Tremendous rally. Plenty of probing shots from both players. Good backhand slice from Dimitrov opened up the forehand down the line. And there you can see first serve points won. Dimitrov dropping just 1 point on his first serve and only 1 point on his second as well. Well, that's one in Del Potro's favour at least. Just the third point won against serve by the Argentine.
Kens, 30-15.
This has been the game with the longest rallies in it, I think.
45, 40-15.
Well, we've played half an hour. Grigor Dimitrov has the 2 chances here to take the opening set. He needs one of them, and a small fist pump towards his corner. Grigor Dimitrov has taken the first set against the 4th seed Juan Del Potro. The form book, if not being turned upside down, certainly being upset a little in that opening set with Dimitrov just serving so well. First serve-in percentage decent. Look at the number of points that he won on his own serve. He dropped just 3 points out of 23 played on his serve. 10 winners to Del Potro's 2. And Del Potro making more unforced errors as well. And those stats are borne out in the scoreline. Isn't always the case, is it? But it is on this occasion. So, John Isner taking the opening set against Novak Djokovic on Court Central, and Grigor Dimitrov doing likewise against Juan Del Potro, the 2nd and 4th seeds behind. The last time that Juan Del Potro dropped the opening set was in the Masters series in Shanghai. In the second round there, when he lost the first set to Philip Kohlschreiber earlier this month, went on to win that tournament. So, omens perhaps. No, sorry, went on to reach the final, didn't he? That's the one he didn't win. One in Tokyo and Basel, but lost the final in Shanghai. He has come back from a set behind in recent weeks. Del Potro against Baghdatis and Dolgopolov as well in Tokyo. He's just having a chat with the trainer. All is not necessarily well in the Del Potro camp.
Stay here. It's now finished. I'll get the point. I think we're doing the tempo time.
Del Potro just taking something for whatever is bothering him. No doubt find out after the match. Doctor and trainer depart the court. Del Potro emerges from his chair. No question over who she's supporting.
Deuxième manche, au service Del Potro.
Oh, blistering shot. Well, he may not be moving around too much, Del Potro, but when it's in his hitting zone like that, he will give it a good old leather.
R16, 30 là.
Potro will be loving these easy points that he's been able to pick up in this opening game. And he's held to love, so he may not be feeling particularly great in whatever way, but Del Potro will be happier now he's got a game on the board. There you can see where Dimitrov's been serving, just the 1 point lost on his first serve, mostly out wide. Very few down the middle. And there's another one. Out wide to the Del Potro forehand. Opens up the court. You want to just try and get Del Potro moving around, because I don't suppose Del Potro wants to do a lot of that. And then you can't always go out wide, can you? Otherwise, your opponent will see it coming.
Kenza, 15.
Neither player has used a challenge yet. 3 unsuccessful ones per set, of course. Well, it's amazing how the end of a set can just suddenly reset everything that's gone before, really. It's Del Potro taking 6 of the first 7 points. And suddenly Dimitrov can't buy a point on his own serve, and Del Potro has 2 break points here early on.
14.
Not really of his own doing, although he's kept in the points obviously, but down to Dimitrov errors by and large. Well, Del Potro is going to challenge this. Certainly, to the naked eye, it looks good. Yeah, right on the line. So there's the first break point save. Dimitrov has to come up with another one of those, ideally, for him. And that's exactly what he does do. Well, if you need to save 2 break points, why not do it with 2 aces?
40, use.
.200 kilometers an hour.
Avantage Dimitrov.
3 aces in a row. Surely not 4. Well, it wasn't 4, but
Dimitrov.
the serve was really too hot for Del Potro to do much with, and Dimitrov able to see out the point, see out the game, and come from 15-40 down to hold serve. There is one of Dimitrov's supporters. Do love it when they make it that obvious. Crunching one from Del Potro.
15-up.
Second ace of the match for him.
Zero. 13-up. Zero. 14-up.
Another comfortable hold for Del Potro, so no ill effect showing in the early stages of the second set. He still doesn't look particularly comfortable, but things are going his way. Don't know if we'll be seeing the trainer out on court again. Delpo takes a banana, saves it for later. Well, Dimitrov doesn't make a habit of losing after winning the opening set. He did at both the US Open and Wimbledon, actually. Xiao Souza, he won the opening set and lost in 5, and likewise against Grigor Dimitrov. He took the opening set, ended up losing 11-9 in the 5th. But you have to go back to Madrid in May for the last time that Dimitrov chucked away an opening set victory, or opening set win, to lose an ATP Tour match. And that was against Stan Wawrinka in the 3rd round there.
Time.
They've gone into a 3rd set on court central, incidentally. Novak Djokovic taking the 2nd set 6-1.
First service.
Del Potro wasn't ready. Dimitrov take 2.
Zero, 15, love 15.
He's trying not to give too much away, Del Potro, but he's not 100%.
Kenza.
Dimitrov looks fighting fit though.
15 all.
Well, one of the longer rallies.
15-30. 15-30.
23 shots on that one. Dimitrov just not quite firing in the way he was in the first set. Reflected in the scoring at the moment as well as with the previous Dimitrov service game. Del Potro has 2 break points. He didn't take them last time, or at least Dimitrov saved them with 2 big aces. But the Bulgarian can't keep punching off the ropes like that, can he? Well, he'll certainly give it a go.
30-40.
Remarkable brinkmanship from Dimitrov if he were to save 4 break points in this set with 4 aces. And he does. Well, well, well. I take it all back.
Deuce. Avantage Dimitrov.
He's done it again. 2 games in a row now, service games in a row. Dimitrov been 2 break points down and has held serve with 4 points in a row, including 2 aces on break point. So it's as you were in this very tight second set. A complete contrast to the first, because Del Potro is winning and holding serve fairly comfortably. Dimitrov with all the issues on serve at the moment. Dimitrov's aim there was just to make Del Potro keep playing shots, but controlled that volley nicely.
Kenza, 15.
Del Potro, of course, is involved in that exhausting Wimbledon semi-final.
30-15.
4 hours, 43 minutes against Novak Djokovic, lost in the fifth set 6-3. This is good stuff now from Del Potro, starting to warm to his task.
40-15.
There was some real fizz about that. Boy. That fairly shot through. Kept so low as well. There was absolutely no way Dimitrov was going to be able to do anything with that. And this is a bit more what we expected to see from Del Potro. These two could have met at the third round stage at Wimbledon, and Dimitrov not lost to Grigor Zemla. Del Potro went on to beat Zemla 7-5, 7-6, 6-love in the third round.
Time.
Just waiting for a couple of people to take their seats. Dimitrov 2-3, second set.
Kansas 15-9.
Nice shot to watch that, isn't it? Just stepped in and stroked it down the line.
Kansas 15-30.
Dimitrov strays long, so once again Del Potro is getting a fair amount of joy on the Dimitrov serve. You can see there how his percentage of points won on his second serve has dropped markedly. But not even the first serve is perfect once they get into the rallies. Third straight game that Del Potro has had 2 break points. We are seeing this all over again. There you can see on the 4 break points, 3 times he's gone down the middle. All 4 occasions he's served an ace. Surely not again. No, the time that he's asked to play some shots, he goes long until Potro has the break in the middle of this second set. Things have changed since that first set where Dimitrov was clearly on top, particularly on his own serve. The balance has shifted in favour of the Argentine. Got to consolidate the break though. Don't want to give it away immediately.
Get 15 love.
Oh, an agonising one for Del Potro. And they're just out of your reach like that. You could almost hear him just strain every sinew for that one. And it just beat his racket and stayed in. Let's see how far away it was. Lovely. Oh, not far away at all. Did his best though. Can't believe he would have taken his eye off it. Not quite sure what happened. He came steaming into the net. Expected him to have made it. Didn't fancy that ball, did he? It's got into the foliage. 17 unforced errors apiece. Just hit the forehand. He wasn't too put off by the net cord early on in that rally.
And 40-30.
No need to play that one. So Del Potro does hold, takes a 5-2 lead. And we are hurtling towards a deciding set in this one. It was always going to be a fascinating encounter. And it may be that it will be decided in a third set. Speaking of which, over on Court Central, they're locked together at 2 games all, John Isner and Novak Djokovic in that decider. Isner had taken the first set on a tiebreak. Djokovic raced through the second set 6-1. 2 games all in the third. Earlier today, victories for David Ferrer, the defending champion, and also Stanislav Wawrinka, the first 2 names inked into the quarter-final lineup. After this match, whenever it is completed, we will see Milos Raonic take on Thomas Burdick. That will be, well, it's listed as not before 4:30 local time, which is 45 minutes from now, but we're heading towards possibly a deciding set in this one. So we may be starting that one a little later.
Time.
Pour moi, deux lots.
These pools are magical.
Yes.
Yep.
Third set of new balls. Dimitrov serving with them to try and stay in this second set.
Zero. 0-15. Love 15. Kenza 15.
Wow. Like a rocket. Watch this. Boom.
15-13.
Pensive look on the face of Grigor Dimitrov.
Round 40-30.
Up to 12 aces now, Grigor Dimitrov. Battles to stay in this second set. I believe it's his first double fault. First double fault of the match, full stop actually, which after 16 games, or in the 17th, is not too bad. Oh, lovely. Top quality tennis from Juan del Potro. Lured his prey in and then went for the kill. As a result, set point. Oh, there's a brave one to play. Set point down, and Del Potro acknowledges that one, and cracking sportsmanship between the pair at the net. Just Acknowledging how good that was from Dimitrov.
Deuce. Left. Premier service.
Dimitrov frustrated that.
Yes, sir.
He was denied an ace there by the net machine. He was just asking Mohamed Leon if it was definitely working. Beautiful inside out forehand from Grigor Dimitrov.
Advantage, Dimitrov. Dimitrov.
So he's still sticking in this second set, Grigor Dimitrov. Quick change of weapon from the Bulgarian. That one's done and dusted. Del Potro serving for the set. Getting off to a particularly good start there with his third ace. Well, there was nothing equivocal about that, was there?
Kenza, 15-all.
Dispatched by Dimitrov. Too good one from Del Potro, though.
On Kens, 13-15.
Went for the big one down the line again. Dimitrov could only find the net, so
14,
we are at 2 set points for Juan Martín Del Potro. The fourth seed looking to get back on terms. First chance goes begging. He'll have another go.
40-30.
So we are going to a third set. Juan Martín Del Potro, the fourth seed, lost the opener 6-3, but he responds in kind. And after an hour and 9 minutes, we will be having a third set to decide which of these two will go through to the quarterfinals of the BNP Paribas Masters in Paris.
Time.
So the players emerge from their seats for the start of this decider between Juan Martín del Potro, the 4th seed, and Grigor Dimitrov, who took the second set 6-3, having dropped the opener by the same score. Fabulous winner from Dimitrov there. Set the 1-set shootout for a place in the quarterfinals.
Looks like it missed. Very close.
Del Potro gave that one up as a bad job. And as soon as he saw it fly up in the air, he knew that Dimitrov would stick that into open court.
At 14. Dickens, 14-15.
Oh, yes.
Dimitrov.
Dimitrov there, showing exactly what he's capable of on the run. Beautiful backhand, one of the shots of the match. Stunning. Has kept the drop shot
14-15.
quiet, really, Dimitrov, but pulled it out at opportune moments where Del Potro was just in no man's land. And Del Potro, though, responds with another brilliant return winner. Out comes the flag again.
40-13.
Get the feeling it's acting as a blanket at times, though. They're anticipating a tight decider, and it's proving that way so far in the opening 3 games. Dimitrov sitting in his chair with a 2-1 lead on serve. Just to confirm from Court Central that Novak Djokovic has come through that tester against John Isner. Having lost the first set on a tie-break, Djokovic won the next 2 sets 6-1, 6-2. And came through in an hour and 50 minutes in the end. So he is the 3rd man through to the quarterfinals, joining David Ferrer and Stanislav Wawrinka. who will be the fourth name in the last 8. Will it be Grigor Dimitrov, or will it be the 4th seed, Juan del Potro? The next half hour or so will tell us.
Time. Kenzie. 15 là. Round 0-30 là.
Dimitrov just getting a little bit too much behind that return. He was checking with Mohamed Liani about whether he should challenge, but it was long. As was that from Del Potro.
40-15.
All a bit different from when they met previously in the Rotterdam semi-final. That was done in an hour and 16 minutes, and Del Potro won that 6-4, 6-4. He's been given a bit more of a test in this one.
Tough to tell, Juan Martin. It looks. You go for it.
Mr. Del Potro changed the call.
Mohamed Liani
This line, ball is caught out.
again being
Voilà.
sounded out on that one. Looked close, he says. It is in by millimetres. So he will get the first serve back. And sees out the game. Two, and still nothing between them.
2 games on. Out. Yeah. Late call. Good call.
For me, it's out. Yeah, but it's good call. Late, but good. You want.
Ken's 0. 15 up.
Mohamed Liani saying it was a late call, yes, but it was the right call. Oh my word, Dimitrov there was playing a risky game.
30. 0.
I think Liani's hesitancy there was Del Potro's stare at the line. I think he wasn't sure whether there was going to be a challenge coming. It was too late if there was. But his reason for staring was he can't believe he threw that one away when he was presented the opportunity by Dimitrov. Brilliant. A fine forehand. Takes it to 40 love.
40 là.
144 kph on that. Once again, Del Potro going for the big return. Going long, so Grigor Dimitrov has 3-2 lead now on serve at the change of ends. About to get underway on Court Central is Roger Federer against Philip Kohlschreiber. Federer has a 7-0 record against Kohlschreiber. Juan Martin Del Potro with London in his sights, of course. One of 6 players to have guaranteed their spot. There's 2 more spaces available. Stanislas Wawrinka will qualify by reaching the semi-finals of this event. Richard Gasquet holds the other place at the moment, but will find himself under pressure from Milos Raonic if the Canadian gets through to the final of this one. The likes of Joe Wilfried Tsonga, Tommy Haas, Nicolas Almagro definitely can't make it. Hour and a half on court. Del Potro serving 2-3.
Kenzie, 15 là. Et 30 là.
This is much more like the Del Potro that is number 5 in the world, isn't it?
40 là.
Starting to claw his way back in the aces count as well. Opened up for the forehand to go cross court. Del Potro, the latest man to hold. 3-all now. Anything you can do, I can match. Each hold a serve just puts the pressure back on your opponent to do likewise. Eventually, something's got to give. Well, I suppose we could be in a final set tiebreak. If that were the case, it really would be difficult to call. All about who serves better.
And 30 là. Mais 40 là.
Dimitrov striking the ball so well.
Dimitrov.
And holding to love.
29, s'il vous plaît. You both please. Dimitrov mène 4-3 pour games to 3.
Reminder of the other quarter-finals. Sorry, the other third round matches, I should say. Rafael Nadal, #1. Will play Yurtsi Janovic, the 14th seed. Richard Gasquet takes on Kei Nishikori. Nishikori, Kohlschreiber and Dimitrov, the only 3 unseeded players in the third round. Raonic versus Burdick to come. So we know one quarter-final match. That's Stanislas Wawrinka against Novak Djokovic. The winner of this one will take on the winner of the match just about to get underway on Court Central. Federer against Kohlschreiber. David Ferrer against the winner of the match between Raonic and Burdick. And as I mentioned, the earlier third round matches, Nadal or Janovic against Gasquet or Nishikori. How the quarter-finals will shape up.
15 love.
Still the server dominant.
No. At 14 love.
Just 7 points have been won against the serve in this set. There's another one. Potro will be hoping that it doesn't make a difference. Ace number 8 takes him to 4 games all.
4 jeux partout. 4 games all.
And this will be a pivotal game. Someone will have a chance to win the set after it.
Mr. De Potro challenge the call. Right service line, what is calling?
So Potro challenging the serve. And it catches the back of the line. So it is 15 love.
15 love. Kenza, 15 all. Mr. De Potro has 2 challenges to make.
Wild forehand from Dimitrov. Is he feeling the pressure at this crucial stage?
15-13.
Flies long, Del Potro at the perfect moment. Has 2 break points. In the second set, Dimitrov saved 4 break points with aces.
Instead, Dimitrov changed the court by baseline. Bonus score out.
I thought Del Potro was going to challenge for a moment there. It was out. So Juan Martin Del Potro strikes. It's he who has the crucial breakthrough, and it's come at a massive time in the set. And it means the 4th seed can serve for the match.
5 games to 4. Mr. Dimitrov has 2 challenges ready.
So then, Juan Martin Del Potro with the chance to go through to the quarterfinals. Still going to come through that last hurdle as he serves for the match. A meeting with either Roger Federer or Philip Kohlschreiber awaits. Picks that one off. The net cord initially seemed to work in Dimitrov's favour, and then he seemed to get that one all wrong, really. Move his feet, popped it up for Del Potro, and away it went. Rather despondent look on the face of Grigor Dimitrov at the moment. Frustration evident.
30 love.
Del Potro a couple of points away.
30-15.
Got 2 chances to close it out. Got plenty of support inside the arena. As has Dimitrov. It's been a fascinating match. Del Potro marches on. The 4th seed has come from behind to see off Grigor Dimitrov. It was a real tough battle for both players. Some excellent tennis at times. They've really entertained court 1 here. But the 4th seed, Juan Del Potro, crosses